Welcome to Hit Wicket.
On Stephen Finn's injury, it's great that he's now back fully fit. He adds competition to the squad. You know, he's a fine bowler, and it's great to have him available again for selection. It's obviously disappointing he's missed 2 games, but it's great that he's back, and we've got some tough selection meetings ahead of us. But as a captain, as a coach, that's what you want. You want people pushing for places, so that's what we've got. Not really. You showed after the first game. Obviously, all the momentum, if you want to call it that, was with India, and we managed to bounce back and put a really good performance in Mumbai. So not really. It's great that the series is 1-1 with 2 to go. It's a great place to be as a player, and you want to play in some big games. And over these next 2 weeks, we've got some big games ahead of us, and that's exciting. It's an early start, isn't it? 9 o'clock. So it surprised me the amount of dew there was on the ground at that time. You know, it might nip around a little bit more early on, but I don't think it'll do too much, even though it's a 9 o'clock start. As I said in Mumbai, it gave us a great chance of winning because it is a result wicket, and then you know if it's if you're going on real flat ones, it's very hard to get a result. So you know if Mumbai proved that a turning wicket gives both sides a chance, and I'm not quite sure how this wicket will play. I don't think it'll have the bounce that Mumbai had. It hasn't got that red clay, so I doubt it'll do that. But you know all the reports say, especially after days 3, it will turn. So that brings both excellent spinners into the game. Maybe it's the added responsibility. You feel a lot more responsible for the side as a captain, so that might help the batting. Look, I don't know why it's happened like that. It's great to start well. Always as a captain, you want to start well with a bat to prove that everyone you can cope with the demands. And so far, it's gone well in those 4 games. I can't put a finger on why it's happened. It's pleased that probably on a longer scale because of what's happened to the one days, that it's over a longer period of time. You can read more into that, and I'm pleased that I've managed to keep my form with the bat there as well. Yeah, I mean, it was an extraordinary series, wasn't it? And that last game, but on Ricky, words can't really sum up really what he's achieved in the game. As a batsman alone, he is up there, the best batter I've seen. You know, in 2006, when he played in 2006, we just couldn't get him out, and he hit the ball as cleanly as I have seen a cricket ball being hit. And again, as a player of fast bowling, you know, he had all the time in the world. And again, he's a competitor, isn't he? He's an unbelievable competitor to play against, and I'm very privileged to have played against him. And I wish him all the best in his retirement. He's thoroughly deserves it. Look, Trotty's, I think he averages 50 in Test cricket. I think he scored 700 runs this year alone, and yet everyone's talking about he's not having a great year. So he's not having the year he probably would have liked to have, but you can't write off people with quality like that. And I've seen him practice, and I see how determined he is to do that. And batters, unfortunately, you don't score runs every time. You would all like to do that, but it doesn't always happen. So you've got to stay tough and stay true to the way you play, and runs will come. We know that because quality players do score runs, and he is a quality player. Look, it's been tough wickets for seamers, isn't it? Very tough. I think the majority of the wickets have fallen for spinners. So, and he's been slightly unlucky. He hasn't been, I'd say, fully fit with some illnesses as well. So look, he's had a tough couple of games. But again, I saw another stat that he was the leading wicket seamer in the world. So it has been tough games, a couple of games for him. But I'm very glad he's English. I'm very glad he's part of this squad because he's a fantastic player and he's put in some fantastic performances over this last year and in his career.
Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button.